Hi there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be comparing iPhone 13 and Galaxy S22. The Galaxy S22 is Samsung's flagship phone to rival the Apple's iPhone 13. As usual, smartphones in the same segment have technical data sheets with items in common, such as 5G internet, a full HD Plus screen, and a powerful processor. However, the models differ in terms of camera, RAM, and system. Let's compare in details. Both phones have a 6.1-inch screen. The iPhone 13 has a slightly higher HD Plus resolution with 2532 x 1170 pixels versus the Galaxy S22 S2340 x 1080 pixels. However, the Samsung release takes the edge in everything else. The phone has a 2x dynamic AMOLED panel, which promises a cinema-like color display and even more brightness outdoors, vision booster technology for outdoor visibility, 1200 nits of maximum light intensity, and 425 ppi density. Another advantage is a screen with a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz, the same that is present in the most current models, which allows for more fluid images and graphics to navigate the system or interact with games. The iPhone 13 keeps the same 60 Hz refresh rate as its predecessor, only the Pro and Pro Max versions received the improvement. The Apple phone has an OLED panel, promising up to 28% more brightness than the iPhone 12, up to 1200 nits for watching HD content, and a density of 460 ppi. The manufacturer promises a cinema-toned screen. When it comes to protection, the Galaxy comes with Corning Gorilla Glass Vitis on the front screen and rear panel. Meanwhile, the iPhone relies on Ceramic Shield, a solution against falls developed by the company itself. Both have IP68 certification, which guarantees protection against water and dust. The design is another major difference between the phones. The Galaxy S22 arrived with rounded corners for a more modern look. It also comes with an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor integrated into the screen and an aluminum body. The front camera is stored in a hole in the screen and the rear one's in a vertical row. Available colors are black, white, green, and pink. The iPhone 13, on the other hand, has opted to keep the notch, albeit smaller than in previous generations. The photo module at the rear debuts diagonal lenses with raised sensors. Apple's phone comes in 5 color options: pink, blue, black, white, and red. In terms of camera, the Samsung S22 comes with a triple set consisting of the main lens, an ultra-wide lens for wide shots, and a telephoto lens which brings objects closer. The system has an optical zoom of 3 times and a digital zoom of up to 30 times. One of Samsung's big bets is on the nightography function, which aims to offer better images in low-light environments. For this, the company has physically increased the size of the light sensors. The manufacturer seems to have taken on the challenge of improving the quality of its night photos. To help with this task, the Galaxy S22 comes with features such as Adaptive Pixel, which automatically increases the pixel sensor by up to 25% in the dark, Super Night Solution, which erases noise from every frame of videos, and Super Clear Glass, which reduces lens reflections by up to 98%. Other features present in the device are the OIS correction angle, which helps stabilize videos, HDR10 Plus system, detail enhancer, and Super HDR capture, which promises to deliver up to 64 times more color. The Galaxy S22 S set looks like this: 50 megapixels main f/1.8, 85th, dual pixel EF and OIS, ultra-wide 12 megapixels f/2.2 and 120 degree, 10 megapixels telephoto lens f/2.4, 36 degree, OIS and 3x optical zoom, 10 megapixels front-facing f/2.2 and 80 degree. On the other hand, the iPhone 13 comes with only 2 rear lenses, with 1 main and 1 ultra-wide lens. Since there is no telephoto lens, the device achieves 3 times digital zoom and 2 times optical zoom, a much smaller value than the rival. The photographic arrangement stands out for its cinema mode, which allows changing the focus from one person to another in the scene, holding the viewer's attention. The device allows recording in Dolby Vision, audio zoom, and the possibility of saving files in HEVC and H.264, formats used by professionals. When it comes to lighting, Apple guarantees that the wide angle can capture up to 47% more light than the iPhone 12. In addition, the phone has night mode, 6 lighting effects, and a deep fusion feature, which analyzes exposure pixel by pixel. Finally, intelligent HDR4 helps distinguish up to 4 people in the photo. The iPhone's camera looks as follows: 12 megapixels main f/1.6 OIS, 12 megapixels ultra-wide f/2.4 and 120-degree, 12 megapixels front camera f/2.2. Both offer portrait mode. When it comes to video recording, the Galaxy S22 should deliver more quality. The device records images in 8K at 24 frames per second FPS, while the iPhone 13 records in 4K at 60 FPS. Samsung's smartphone also comes with the Director's View feature, which allows you to record footage simultaneously from all cameras in 4K. One of the main highlights of the Galaxy S22 is the powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset. Produced on 4nm architecture, the component promises to deliver higher power with lower energy expenditure. Some countries will receive the S22 lineup with Samsung's own manufactured Exynos 2200. The device also brings 8 processing cores with speeds up to 3 GHz, the Adreno 730 GPU, and 8 GB of RAM. In theory, the set should be able to run even the most demanding tasks, perform multitasking and improve game graphics. On the other hand, the iPhone 13 also debuts a new chip. The A15 Bionic processor has 5nm and 6 cores of up to 3.22 GHz. Although it does not specify the RAM, it is estimated to be 4 GB. One point in common is that both are already compatible with 5G Sub-6 Internet, the fastest version of the new technology. In terms of storage, the phones come in 128 or 256 GB versions. The iPhone 13 also comes with a 512 GB model, ideal for those who store a lot of videos, photos, and documents. A common disadvantage is that none of them comes with microSD card support, which makes expansion by memory card impossible. The Galaxy S22 has a 3,700 mAh battery with a promise of lasting more than 24 hours. Although the component is smaller than the previous 4,000 mAh version, Samsung assures that the launch can manage power better thanks to its more powerful processor. The device supports a wired charger of up to 25 watt, wireless of up to 15 watts, and the traditional wireless power share feature, which allows you to share charges with other devices by induction. As usual, Apple does not disclose the actual battery capacity of the iPhone 13, but it is estimated to be something close to 3,240 mAh. The American manufacturer claims that the model is optimized to deliver up to 2.5 hours more battery life than the iPhone 12. The smartphone delivers compatibility with 20W fast charging, 15 watts wireless via MagSafe, and 7.5 watts by Qi standard. Something common between the models is the absence of chargers and headphones in the box. However, Samsung recently announced that it should offer the charger for free in countries like Brazil. The Galaxy S22 leaves the factory with Android 12 and the One UI 4 interface, developed by the South Korean manufacturer itself. Google's latest operating system has a revamped interface and improvements in privacy and security. One of the highlights is Samsung Knox, which helps protect the privacy of user data. The iPhone 13 also features Apple's latest system, iOS 15. Some features of this version are focus mode, greater privacy control, audio isolation in video conferencing and calls, the new layout of Apple Maps, access to Siri even offline, and OCR technology for text recognition and images. The Samsung smartphone comes with Bluetooth 5.2 and Wi-Fi 6. From the models S22 Plus and Ultra, you can also find Wi-Fi 6E and ultra-wideband, the most modern protocols for data exchange. The iPhone 13, on the other hand, has Bluetooth 5 and also features Wi-Fi 6 compatibility. Both bring sub-6 GHz 5G technology, GPS, and NFC for proximity payments via Samsung Pay and Apple Pay. While the S22 has an on-screen fingerprint sensor, the iPhone 13 uses Face ID technology for facial recognition. Announced in October 2021, the iPhone 13 arrived for prices starting at $799 for the 128 GB. Currently, the device can be found for the following values. iPhone 13 128 GB costs $799. iPhone 13, 256 gigabytes, costs $999. An iPhone 13, 512 gigabytes, costs $1,099. The Galaxy S22, on the other hand, was recently released in two versions. Galaxy S22, 128 gigabytes, costs $799, and Galaxy S22, 256 gigabytes, costs $999. Here ends our comparison on iPhone 13 and Galaxy S22. We hope you find it very useful. If you have any suggestion, kindly share with us in the comments section. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please click on the notification bell in front of the subscribe button to turn on notification for this channel, so as to notify you when I post new video. Thank you for watching.